slow motion doesn't do it justice either. It makes it look like, oh, it doesn't hit him that hard. Trust me, folks, that hits you hard and it catches you. I give him a complete credit. I don't think it was intentional, but he had the one hand up with the stick. He wasn't celebrating. He just had it right there. The hand over the mouth like that. He knew it right away.
Studnicka still on the NHL roster. You think a lot of that has to do with David Krejci's situation at the center spot at this point?
Maybe a little bit, and also maybe saying, all right, kid, we got to keep one or two extras around too, or more than that, and you've earned it. But I do. I think there could be something in the, let's get that wait and see with David Krejci. They think it's all going to be fine, But on the other hand, the team had Thursday off, and so now we'll see how David is on Friday. I don't know if he'll play Saturday or not, so maybe they're saying, well, you know what? We're going to be going on that road trip, so if we have to keep one extra guy, a center, perhaps for David Krejci, if there's any incident, then let's keep Jack Studnicka around.
Bruins making roster cuts, getting closer to that 23 number, and a couple of young guys there that you might see sooner rather than later, or maybe a little bit further down the line. So let's go through a list. Jakub Lauko, another center. Will we see him soon or later?
I think you'll see him later. I do. I think that you'll see him after he really gets acclimated to the pro game. And that is not a shot at his game right now. He's exciting. He's dynamic. But he is really, you want to talk about not molded. His clay is on the table. You know what I mean? He hasn't even gotten onto the spinning wheel just yet.
Another centerman, Oscar Steen, 21 years old.
I think later, maybe a little sooner than a guy like Lauko, but later he's a little more seasoned. He has a little more confidence to his game. He has a little bit more consistency to his game. And I think that this is a guy that understands, has played with older guys, what it takes to play against them a bit more.
Let's go to the blue line, a guy that started last year with the Bruins, and Urho Vakanainen.
I think you'll see him. Well, it's a good question. Soonish, but not soon. Listen, the right side, if you go down the roster, take out Kevin Miller. We don't know when the big burly defender will be coming back, but you already have the McAvoy, the Carlo, the Clifton, and Kampfer. So you look at that and you have the extra. The left side is a little bit more fluid situation. So if you need a left shot D, I think Vakanainen, assuming that he performs the way I know that he can.
Jeremy Lauzon mixing it up last night. Sooner rather than later?
Well, I think it comes down to, just like Vakanainen, what do you need? God forbid there's an injury to somebody on your left side. Do you need a defenseman that plays a more stay-at-home game? Do you need a guy that's a little more fluid skater? If you want that stay-at-home penalty killer, Jeremy Lauzon will be the guy that you will see called up. When it's all said and done, hypothetically speaking, let's say it's 3-4 weeks into the season, the players play in Providence will have a lot to do with it too. So I guess while we're saying I think both Lauzon and Vakanainen should end up playing in the National Hockey League at some point this year, it might also be dictated on what is the team looking for and how are they doing at the time.
Billy Jaffe will see him soon and later. A lot.
Your loss.